Hi everybody, David Essel here, and I have an amazing story I'm going to share that's happening right now. It's something that I'm so passionate about. It's about unconditional love, but unconditional love, those words are used so often, and rarely though do we really honestly see them in existence, to be quite honest with you. I'll talk to people and they'll go, well, I remember my grandparents showed unconditional love, or I read this story in a book, but rarely do we actually see it, feel it, and acknowledge it on a regular basis. Now, maybe you're different, maybe you're unique, maybe a relationship you have, and I'm not talking about unconditional love between a parent and child, or a pet. I'm talking about with an intimate partner or lover, and I've got an amazing story I'm going to tell you right now about that, and it has to do with a guy that I went to high school with. And all I'm going to tell you is his first name is Jimmy, and I hadn't seen him in 20 years, and I'm speaking at this large conference at this multi-billion-dollar corporation, and they brought me in to speak to all their sales managers, and there's several hundred people in the room, and about halfway through, I heard this, "Way to go, David," and I'm sitting there going, I don't even think I know anyone from this company, and I look down, and there's Jimmy, and I hadn't seen him in 20 years, and that was great, and that was a number of years ago. Well, over the years, he's become one of my brother's best friends, and him and his wife, Joanne, and they are the couple I'm talking about, Jimmy and Joanne. About 15 years ago, or maybe a little bit more than that, Joanne started coming down with symptoms of a disease very similar to Lou Gehrig's disease, or ALS. And we all know what that's like, or at least we've read about it, where that slowly over time, the person loses their ability to function. Their brain and their mind continues to function, but they lose the physical ability to function, and then they lose their voice, their ability to speak, and they're often bedridden, or they have to stay in a wheelchair, and it's very, very challenging, obviously. Tuesdays with Maury was a book and a movie about a similar condition such as like this. Well, 15 years ago or so, Joanne started having the symptoms of it, and Jimmy is that type of person, very social. Him and Joanne, incredibly social, fishing and concerts and racetracks and all these different types of things they love to do together. Well, Jimmy made a decision that even though they know what the path is for Joanne, that was not going to alter their lifestyle. Isn't that awesome? My brother over the years has told me so many stories about how Jimmy would, call him up and say, "Hey, we're going to the racetrack, we're going to this concert. Do you want to join us?" And there's Jimmy, and there's Joanne in her wheelchair, and Jimmy is, just pushing through crowds and, having to feed her, of course, and take her to the restroom. Like all those things that we don't think about until we're in that situation, that are such a challenge that actually with so many people, they become housebound. Jimmy's love for Joanne was so deep, so profound, so unconditional, that if those thoughts ever crossed his mind about not being in public with her or not doing the things that she still wanted to do, he never let on. And to be quite frankly with you, to be quite honest with you, I don't think that they probably even ever crossed his mind. He is such an amazing example of unconditional love. And Joanne, in return, an unbelievable example of unconditional love. The story is amazing because about a year or 2 years ago, Joanne lost her younger brother to this disease and lost her father before that to this disease. It never altered the way Jimmy loved Joanne. I feel very emotional right now, and the reason being is that Joanne just passed away, and my brother was with them in the hospital a week ago. Today is the wake, tomorrow is the funeral, and my brother is in New York and I'm in Florida, and my brother was keeping me abreast every day about what was going on, that she was in ICU, for a week, and they started to see some kind of changes where they thought there was some improvement happening, and they got her into a private room off of the intensive care unit, and a day or two later, she passed, and he was able to share with me, what Jimmy was going through, and how he hadn't slept in days, and they were inseparable. You know, that's that love that we all want to experience, and we all can experience it, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm sharing this story with you today because I want you to think about your partner, if you're with a partner right now. And if you're not, I want you to think about the next one of what unconditional love means. You know, it's the giving of love without condition. It means if you start to become ill, if you're having a bad day, you know, we take things that so seriously when they're not that serious. Or in Jimmy and Joanne's case, you know, if you go down this path where you cannot function, I will function for you. I will do that for you. It's what we're here for. Let's make a difference today. Let's make a choice. I hope this story inspires you. It moves me talking about Jimmy and Joanne, and I've done this many times over the years, and this is a chance to do it now. Tomorrow, they will say goodbye finally to her, but she will always be in our hearts, and especially in Jimmy's. I know that she will never leave his side, even though she's passed to another place. I'm sending my love to you, and I hope that you'll take this story in love and share it with those around you. If I can help you in any way, visit talkdavid.com, and don't forget to sign up for these YouTube videos so that you can get them sent to you absolutely free. Okay? All my love. Bye-bye.